Did Mamdani just put a target on Jewish New Yorkers? Crowds chanting "globalize the Intifada," "make them scared," and even praising Hamas surrounded a Manhattan synagogue, stopping Jews from entering. What were they protesting? Not a fundraiser to build settlements, not IDF support, a Nefesh B'Nefesh open house. Basically an immigration info session for people thinking about moving to Israel. The organizers labeled anyone attending a settler. Not some attendees, all of them. Meaning, if you're a Jew moving anywhere in Israel, you're a settler. Full stop. Then things escalated when New York's mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani weighed in. His spokesperson said that he discouraged the protesters' language and he agreed that New Yorkers should be free to enter houses of worship. But then came the line that set off alarms. Those spaces, he said, shouldn't be used to promote activities in violation of international law. What violation? Nefesh B'Nefesh helps Jews immigrate. They don't place people in settlements. They don't run Israeli policy. They just handle paperwork and support. So if immigration to Israel itself is now being framed as illegal, that has massive implications because every major Jewish institution in New York, synagogues, federations, charities, youth movements, cultural groups, has some connection to Israel or supports people moving there. And this isn't theoretical. Before winning office, Mamdani championed the Not on Our Dime Act, which would have stripped nonprofit status from any group accused of aiding and abetting Israeli government actions, IDF actions, or actions by Israeli civilians considered illegal under international law. So if moving to Israel fits that definition, then nearly every Jewish nonprofit in the city becomes a target. Now, to be fair, we don't know if Mamdani will actually pursue any of this as mayor. And even if he wanted to, there are major legal and political roadblocks. But that's not really the issue here. Mayors don't just set policy, they set the tone. They tell the city what's acceptable and what isn't. And here's the contrast that people noticed. When a swastika was found at a Jewish school on election day, Mamdani immediately condemned it as horrific anti-Semitism. But when Jews were blocked from entering a synagogue while protesters screamed extremist slogans, silence until reporters pressed him. And when he finally responded, it wasn't a condemnation. It was an explanation with a hint of blame aimed at the synagogue for hosting the event. The takeaway for many New Yorkers was simple. Swastika is clearly hate. Blocking a synagogue may be hate, maybe protest, maybe even justified, depending on the event. And that's where the danger is, because for 2 years, people who harass or intimidate Jews near Israel-related events have relied on the excuse that it's not anti-Semitism, it's anti-Zionism. Mamdani's comment feeds directly into that logic. And for the wrong person, that sounds like permission.